Good day everyone, this is Engineer Melissa, your instructor in Mechanics 104. So on this video, I will discuss the remaining topics in Chapter 3, which is the torsion of thin wall tubes and the helical spring. Okay, so let's start on the first one. So torsion of thin wall tubes. So why do we need to study this one? Okay, so just like our discussion in the previous chapter, pag sinabi kasi nating thin wall tubes, these are the tubes or yung mga vessels natin that are made up of thin materials or maninipis yung mga materials na ginamit, no? So since maninipis yung material, they have lesser material, therefore prone sila sa tinatawag nating twisting. Pag merong twisting, pag merong torque, therefore this material experiences higher shear deformation. So as an engineer in the future, you need to know how these shear stresses are being distributed on the material. Okay? So pag sinabi nating shear flow, this is the rate at which shear force is distributed along a given section of a structural member. It is commonly used in analyzing thin wall structures such as beams and aircraft fuselage to determine how shear forces are transmitted through the material. Okay? So yung shear flow, common natin siyang nakikita sa mga beams natin. Kaya so as a or as an instructor of steel design, so usually, yung mga I-beams, no, kunwari this one, nakaka-experience siya ng different shear forces all throughout the section. So pag sinabi nating shear flow, this is the distribution of stress or the forces. So let's say for example, dito sa part na to, iba yung makikita nating stress or iba yung distribution ng force, tapos iba rin dito sa part na to, and then iba dito. Bakit? Bakit magkakaiba yung stresses or yung mga forces, distribution of forces on the cross-section? This is because of the thickness of the material. Okay? So, yung mga thin wall tubes natin, we are considering na yung mga thin wall tubes natin, they have the constant cross-sectional area all throughout the length. So, constant yung area, pero yung thickness nagva-vary on the cross-section. So, pag sinabi natin nagva-vary, let's say for example, dito, 5 mm lang yung thickness, tapos pag nag-proceed na tayo dito sa part na to, naging 10 mm. So, since magkaiba yung thickness, magkaiba din yung magiging flow ng stresses. So, yan yung tinatawag natin na shear flow. Okay? So, there is a distribution of the shear forces or the shear stress on the different thickness ng ating material. Okay? So, here, meron tayong formula for the shear flow. So the torque applied to thin wall tubes is expressed as torque is equal to 2AQ, on which yung A natin, this is the area enclosed by the center line of the tube. And then yung Q natin, yan yung tinatawag natin na shear flow. So since ang definition ng shear flow kanina is the shear force distributed at a given section, saan na yan? This one. Shear flow is the rate at which shear force is distributed along a given section. Therefore, kung mapapansin niyo yung kanyang unit, distribution of force at a given section, naka-Newton per millimeter siya. Okay, naka-Newton per millimeter. And then yung gagamitin natin na area dito is the area enclosed by the center line of the tube. Kasi usually, ang tinitignan natin dito is the average shear flow. So, kunwari, meron tayong cross-section dito. So, i-consider mong area is kunin mo yung center line, okay? Kunin mo yung center line ng tube na yan, and then yun yung i-consider mo na area, okay? Area bounded by the center line. So the average shearing stress across any thickness T is now equal to shear stress is equal to Q, or the shear flow divided by the thickness, or it can also be expressed as torque is equal to 280, since we know that the torque is equal to 2AQ, di ba? Therefore, Q is equal to torque divided by 2A. So, na-substitute lang dito, kaya naging, yung Q natin is naging T all over 2A, this one. And then, we have now the thickness. Okay? Or, if you want to get the torque, i-arrange lang natin yung ating equation. Therefore, the torque is equal to the shearing stress multiplied by 2 area T. Okay? So, just a simple arrangement ng ating equation. So, ito lang naman yung tatandaan nyo. The torque being applied to thin wall tubes is equal to 2AQ, and then the shearing stress is equal to Q all over T. Okay, and then, pwede na yan. Pwede nyo nang i-derive yan on your own. Okay? So a tube 2.5 millimeter thick has an elliptical shape as shown. What torque will cause a shearing stress of 56 megapascal? Okay? So for our given, we have 2.5 millimeter as the thickness. And then, ang pinapahanap sa problem is the torque that will cause a shearing stress of 56 megapascal. Okay? So what is our formula again? So torque is equal to 2AQ, on which yung ating shearing stress is also equal to Q all over T. Okay? Therefore, from the derivation that we had a while ago, we have now the torque is equal to the shearing stress multiplied by 2AT. Okay? So, ang pinapahanap is the torque. Okay, meron naman na tayong shearing stress. Area, makocompute natin yan. And then thickness, meron na din. Okay, so direct substitution. So, the torque is equal to, our shearing stress is 56 megapascal or 56 Newton per square millimeter. And then 2, what is the area of an ellipse? So, this is an ellipse. Area of an ellipse is pi R1, R2, di ba? Pi R1, R2, radius 1, radius 2. So, we have here pi, yung ating R1, sige, consider natin yung 150. So, we have 150 divided by 2 multiplied by 75 divided by 2. So, ang unit na natin dito is naka-millimeter squared na siya. Millimeter, millimeter. And then, yung thickness natin, we have 2.5 millimeter. Okay? So, cancel out yung square millimeter. Therefore, the torque is equal to So, it is equal to 247. Okay, sige. 247,4004.215. And then, meron tayong natira na Newton dot millimeter. Or, if you want to express it into kilonewton dot meter, therefore, magiging, so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, magiging 2.474 kilonewton dot meter. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung 56 megapascal na yan, yung shearing stress is constant all throughout the cross-section kasi yung thickness is constant din naman. Okay? So, for our example number 2, this is an example of a vessel or a tube na magkaiba yung ating cross-section. Okay? Sige. Na-compute naman na natin lahat. So, torque, tama. Okay, for number 2, a structural aluminum tubing of 2.5 by 4 inch rectangular cross-section was fabricated by extrusion. Determine the shearing stress in each of the 4 walls of a portion of such tubing when it is subjected to a torque of 24 kip-inch or kilopound-inch, assuming for letter A, a uniform 0.16 inches wall thickness, and then for letter B, that as a result of defective fabrication, walls AB and AC are 0.12 inch thick and walls BD and CD are 0.2 inch in thickness. Okay? So, we have here a rectangular tubing. So, pinigay naman na lahat yung ating mga dimension. Okay? So, ang pinapahanap ng problem is the shearing stress on the 4 walls. So, for letter A, uniform yung kanyang wall thickness. So, pare-parehas. So, we are looking forward. Of course, naiisa rin din yung value ng shearing stress kasi nga, pare-parehas yung thickness. But for letter B, as a result of defective fabrication, magkaiba daw yung thickness ng ating rectangular cross-section. So, dito, 0.12 inch for the AB and AC, and then in CD and BD, 0.2. Therefore, we are expecting na ang magkaparehas ng shear stress is ditong area 1 and 2, and then magkaparehas naman yung shear stress dito sa part na to, CD and BD. Okay? Yan. So, take note yung area pala natin kanina, it is bounded on the center line. So, kung makikita nyo, yung dimension natin is naka-center-center, no? That's why 150 divided by 2 na lang yung kinuha ko. Kasi naka-center na po siya. Okay? Pero dito sa problem kasi na to, labas-labas yung kuha nung dimension. Outside. So, we need to determine yung center line. Okay? Sige. So, for letter A, sige, yung mga given muna natin, pinapahanap yung shearing stress on the 4 walls. So, matik, yung shearing stress on wall AB is equal to the shearing stress of wall AC, CD, and BD. Kasi nga, uniform yung cross section. Pare-parehas. Okay? So, meron daw tayong torque that is equal to 24 kip-inch or 24 times 10 raised to 3. Kip is kilopounds. So, 24 times 10 raised to 3 pounds that inch. Okay, kilopound. So, assuming a uniform thickness of 0.16 inches. Okay? So, with the use of our formula kanina, that the torque is equal to the shearing stress of 2AT. Okay? So, direct substitution. We have here 24 times 10 raised to 3 pound that inch is equal to yung missing natin na shearing stress multiplied by 2 times the area. So, ang area natin, it must be bounded on the center line. So, kung center line yan, so, kunin natin ito yung 2.5. Ima-minus natin yung thickness dito. Okay, so 0.16. 0.16 divided by 2 is 0.8, diba? So, this one is 0.08. Tapos dito, 0.08 din. Therefore, we have 2.5 minus 0.08 minus 0.08. Or, in other words, that is also equal to 2.5 minus just the thickness, di ba? 0.16. Okay, 0.8 dito, tapos 0.8 dyan. Okay, so 0.16 din. Ganon din dito, so 4 inch minus the thickness also, so we have minus 0.16. Okay? Bounded by the center line. Okay, so kunin nyo lang yung center line of that tube. Okay? Sige. So we have here 2.5 minus, sige, baka maguluhan na naman kayo mamaya. 2.5 minus 0.08 minus 0.08. And then, yung isa is 4 minus 0.08 minus 0.08. Okay, and then what is the thickness? The thickness is, so this is now the area. So, thickness na tayo, we have 0.16. Okay, so ito, naka-inches yan. Area natin, naka-inches din yan. Inches, so inches cube. This one is pound that inch. Therefore, ang unit natin dito is naka-inches cube na siya. Okay? So, by cancel out, magiging squared yan. So, we are left with pound per square inches. Okay? Pound per square inches. So, our answer is equal to so we have 8346 8346.688 pound per square inches. Okay, or you can also express this one as 8.347 kilopound. So we have kilopound per square inches or KSI. Okay. So this is for letter A. And then for letter B, that as a result of defective fabrication, walls AB and AC are 0.12 inch thick and walls BD and CD are 0.2 inch. Okay. So dito 0.12 yung kanyang thickness, tapos dito 0.2. So gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, magkaiba na yung, so for letter B, magkaiba na yung stresses on the walls. Therefore, we have the stress at wall AC is equal to the stress at, ano yung kaparehas ng thickness? AB. Okay, AB. And then of course, yung stress nung nasa CD is the same now with the stress nung nasa BD. So, dalawa dapat yung makuha nating sagot dito. Okay, so unahin natin yung wall AC and AB. Okay, so ganun pa rin yung formula natin. Okay, for AC and AB. So the formula is torque is equal to the shearing stress 2AT. So the torque is 24 times 10 raised to 3 pound that inch is equal to the shearing stress of, sige, AC, lagay ko na lang dito AC times 2. Tapos yung area bounded, okay, hindi po magbabago yung area natin dito. Kung ano yung area na gagamitin natin sa AC and AB, ganun din yung area na gagamitin natin sa CD and PT. Ang mag-iiba lang yun is yung thickness. Okay? So, kunin mo lang yung center line of that one. Okay? So, ang magiging dimension natin dito sa part na to is 2.5 minus, ano ba yan? 0.12. So, hatiin mo. So, 0.06. Ano naman yung thickness mo dito? 0.2. So, minus 0.1. Okay? So, yan na yung dimension mo dito sa part na to. 2.5 minus 0.06, yung kalahati. Tapos, minus mo yung 0.1. And then, dito naman, sa part na to, we have, ano ba yan? 4. Okay. So, dito naman, we have 4 minus, ano yung thickness mo dito? 0.12. So, tanggalin mo yung kalahati. Minus, dito sa part na to, we have 0.1. Okay? Sige. So, 4 minus 0.06 minus 0.1 multiplied by 2.5 minus 0.06 minus 0.1. And then, since nasa wall AC and AB tayo, consider natin yung thickness on AC and AB which is equal to 0.12 inch. Okay? So, ito, naka-inches squared na yan. Okay? Therefore, we are left with the unit of pound per square inches. So, we have so the answer is 11,128.917. Okay? Or you can express it as 11.129 kilopound per square inches or KSI. So this is now the stress on AC and of course in AB. Okay? And then for the other wall, so for CD and BD. Okay? So ganun din yung ating equation. Torque is equal to the shearing stress to AT. So we have 24 times 10 raised to 3. Again, ang magbabago lang dito is yung thickness. Yung ating area is the same. So gawin nating shearing stress at CD na lang, no? Times 2 times area is the same. So 4 minus 0.06 minus 0.1 by 2.5 minus 0.06 minus 0.1. And then the thickness at CD and BD is 0.2. Okay, so we have 0.2. Therefore, the shearing stress at CD and at the same time at BD is equal to 6677.350 pound per square inches, or you can also express this as 6.677 kilopound per square inches. Okay? So, yan po yung concept ng shear flow, the distribution of shear stresses on the cross-section of the tube. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin nito, ang stress dito sa part na to is equal to 11.129, and then dito naman sa part na to, the stress is equal to 6.68. So, yan yung shear flow, the distribution of shear force or the shear stress on the cross-section of the tube. Okay? So, that's it for our first topic.